This is the developer commentary for the game, Going to Rabid Roberts, the Real Video Game, by me. The first thing you're going to notice on the title screen is the menu music. Originally, I didn't want it to go... I didn't want that. Like, that wasn't supposed to be there, but I was like, the song was missing something, I want a little bit more. So I added the little... Yeah. So, this next part, of course I have the classic star background that's in the beginning of every single RPG Maker game. And press C to interact because RPG Maker XP sucks. While I was developing the game, like when I was testing stuff, I couldn't figure out how to interact with stuff. But like I do with every game, I just pressed every button until something happened. And C was the interact button. So I was like, okay, I need to remember Z is not to interact, C is. You got a name, not that it matters. I did fail to mention that you need to press X to pretty much do like back. Because I just assumed everyone knew how to play an RPG Maker game. But watching my sister play it, she did not press X once in the entire game, which is a fatal flaw because there's a part coming up that requires it. So it doesn't matter, so enjoy anyway cuss words. So this part, this took me quite a while to make because I had to figure a bunch of stuff out and how to just make all this stuff. And I didn't want to write dialogue for every little thing. Because if you look what this room looks like in the editor, yeah, there's a lot of events here. Like an insane amount. Almost everything causes an event. And that's just the thing about RPG Maker games. There's also these doors, which if I were to ever update this game, which I probably won't, but if I were, I would actually remove the collision on these doors. Because I actually meant for like this one to be open slightly. There's an unused graphic of a door in a different angle, but I just never used it. And of course I didn't want to draw what's inside my closet because it's a lot. And by the time I was getting here, I was already starting to get really lazy. So yeah, here's where the game consoles that I have are. And talking about how I don't use them, I don't. The only console I really use is my Xbox One and my 360. I rarely touch the consoles behind me unless I need to make a video with them. My game shelf, which I don't like playing games, which I have. I'm just not too fond of playing games. I'll play them here and there, but I've never really been much of a gamer. Then we have the Xbox. Now this one's really interesting. This one took me so long to figure out, so let me just play the sequence for you.
Xbox.
That took so long to figure out how to do, because you can't just import a video file into RPG Maker XP. And apparently the script to do it is very not user-friendly. So, how I had to do this was, in the files, there's just like 5 frames of the Xbox 360 boot animation.
Xbox.
And I had to play each image one at a time. I can show you on screen the code for that. Yeah, it's a lot. It's too much, really. But yeah, I like how it turned out.
Xbox.
I think it's silly. And then you got here, which is the DVDs, which right next to here is the DVDs. But like the thing that the 360 is sitting on is also DVDs, but like there's already an event for the 360. I can't really do the same thing. I could put it where the controller is, but that just wouldn't make any sense. And of course you have the dialogue for God Do I Hate Cables, because right there is a giant mess of cables, and it's actively stopping you from going to Delilah through that way. Then over here is my chair, which is an NPC. And, play a not a computer simulator. And this is a reference on how whenever I'm not doing anything on my computer, I'll just boot up Half-Life 2 just to grind hours because I think it's funny. I've reached a year's worth of hours, which is way too much for Half-Life 2. Like 6-hour game. And if you try to go to the door, I'm not leaving without my phones. That's because all you have is your wallet. And $5. Yeah. Up here is another cutscene where Delilah is watching TV. Are you gonna do something? You're just gonna stand there staring at me? I'm just looking around. There was supposed to be another dialogue with her mouth shut, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm too lazy. You try to go over there, it's like, I don't want to bother her, and you actually straight up can't get over to her. But anyway, where I usually keep my phones is right here, which is usually where they are. If they're not over here, they're over here. But there's already an event over there, so I can't put the phones over there, so the phones have to be right here. And now you can finally leave the area. And actually, if you try to go back, hopefully I didn't forget anything. That sprite right there only shows up twice. Yeah. Now, I saw my sister saying this is not what my house looks like. It actually is. It straight up is. At least the back of it, not the front. Because I wanted to be at least a little realistic to the video. And if you watch the video, if I'm not wrong, I leave the back of my house, not the front. If you watch the original Going to Rabbit Roberts. And there's this little piece of street over here, which is telling you, go over here. So you're not like stuck trying to figure out where to go. Just go over here. When you do, a little thing about how the grass cutting company should actually cut the grass. And you can't go up there because the grass is too tall. You don't want to get ticks. And then this is the part that I saw my sister get stuck at a lot. After this cutscene about cars, because it feels like this in real life. Almost every time I want to cross the street, there's always one goddamn car that just has to go. Like I'll leave the house, no cars. The second I get close to that street, there's a car coming from this way, there's a car coming from the other way. It's annoying. Now, I saw her complaining that there is no save. I should add a save here. You can save. There's a save button right here. You just have to press X, which is why I said, when I made this game, I assumed people already knew how to play RPG Maker games. No other button pulls up that menu except for X. X is how you get to the menu to actually save. I failed to explain that because, again, I just assumed people knew how to play an RPG Maker game. Because every RPG Maker game, X is always the menu. X will always be the menu. And Z is usually interact, but apparently with XP it's C. Now, let's save real fast. Now, when you try to cross the street, you'll get hit by a car. Oh shit. And then this funny thing.
Boom! He's dead. He's fucking dead. I hope you feel bad for killing him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish you...
So, yeah, it's funny as hell. It's supposed to make you actually feel bad. Now, if you notice, something's a little up with these cars. You see, good example is this right one. It only goes like 2 steps above here, but when going down, it goes 3 steps. That is your key. That's what you need to realize. And both cars do that. This one's just in different direction. As you see, 2 steps down and 3 steps up. So when they're at the farthest, that's when you want to go. So like pretty much just stare at the right one. This is how I do it. When it's here and it's already passed down, that's when you go. That is the perfect time to go. And all the cars follow the same direction. So this one, that blackness is supposed to throw you for a loop. Like this, they're all the exact same pattern. I didn't switch up the pattern, so it's pretty much just look for this one when it's at the farthest end. Like when this is going down, and it crosses here, and it goes down, that's when you want to cross. Fuck.
Boom! He's dead.
Shit. I'm a fucking liar. But yeah, it's really not that hard. It seems like unsettling, but like it honestly isn't that difficult, especially since you have a save feature. So like after every car you just go. Now up here, is Delilah. Yeah, you have to do the cars 6 times. Which I felt really bad when I saw she wasn't fucking saving, and I was like, oh shit. She's not beating this game. There's no fucking way she is. Yeah, there's Delilah up here. You can't really interact with her anywhere but her hand. That's because she's a comically large fucking sprite. Like, she takes up, like, 3 separate things. It's insane. But yeah, it's like, well, how the hell are you here? And it's like, she went on a walk, she's faster. And Silas went on a long piss. And if you actually interact with her again, she just says, I'll see you back home. Yeah. So now you need to cross the street. I wish I put, like, something saying, hey, go here. Because there isn't much hint to go over here. It's just like, oh, path. Go to the path. But there is this little thing. And this is, like, in real life, there is no path here for some goddamn reason. They didn't add a path there. It's, like, way far ahead from where this path is. It's stupid. Yeah, now you have to do the cars again. Same pattern, you just go. It's not that difficult. Now when you get up here, finally. This was fun to figure out. Whoops. Oh, that's a thing I forgot to fucking talk about. Shit. That's a thing I forgot to change. But yeah, this took me quite a while to do. This is the tile set for it. I had to keep moving these around, and you see it's still not perfect, but I had to keep moving these things around just so it'd line up. And, of course, you just go up to the doors and enter. And then you're here. You cannot leave. You can't talk to the cashier. You have to get the soda, because you're parched. Now, if you try to go to these sodas, which is in the Rabid Roberts, this is like, oh, get 2 for $5. Like, I kind of see what the limited edition drink they have is. And in Rabid Roberts, in the front of the store, there's the limited edition drink thing here. Yeah, oh, sick, new Coke flavor, don't mind if I do. Got 2 Coke Starlights, like the original video. If you actually try to go back up here, I should get a 2-liter, but I don't want to. I only have $5, I can't get any more. Now, I wanted to make this look a lot more detailed, but I was already starting to get sick and tired of making this goddamn game. So, it's just like the bare basics, like the candy, chips, I don't fucking know. The drinks. And another thing, oh shit. Another thing, if you try to leave, I don't want to steal these. So yeah, you just go to the cashier, thanks. You lost $5, and you actually do lose $5. There's no normal shop inventory. And actually, since we're here, there's an unused thing. I wanted to add a fight at some point in this game, and there's an unused thing for the nerd class, which is what FDA is, to get to level 2, which would boost his HP up to like 500, but I never ended up using that, so it goes completely unused. Oh yeah, I also forgot this too. Everything has dialogue, so like wallet has your money. The Android, at this point it's just an MP3 player. The iPhone you actually use. And actually, this is unintentional, but I like to think this. The Android phone, like, at the beginning of the game, there's no music. The only music is the title screen. But when you leave the house with the phone, that's when the music starts. And it's the same song. The song never changes. So I like to think, like, the character has headphones in, or something. So yeah, that's by complete accident. And, of course, the Coke Starlight. Really? Is this worth the long walk? Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I just thought that was neat. Like, the music doesn't really start until you get the phones and leave. Which is usually when I start the music, when I leave the house to go for a walk. So yeah, now that you paid, I don't need a pack of cigarettes. Dear Lord, I have to walk back. Yeah, that's what I think every time I have to walk back to my fucking house. Yeah, and of course, I forgot to change this, so he still says finally. But yeah. Now you have to do the cars again. Same pattern, so don't worry, just go. Now, I don't want to spoil the secrets, okay? So, this part is going to be just normal gameplay, and then I'm going to talk about the secret. So yeah, just so you know, where I saved is where a secret starts. So now you can just go back to the start of the game. You make your way all the way down, have to pass the cars more times. Which, it's not too strict. It's very simple once you know how to do it. And actually, you can go back, but like you can't actually go onto the street. Now you just enter the house. And then, welcome back. Did you have fun on your walk? Not really. I had to dodge cars and shit, but I have my drink and I'm satisfied.
Great job.
And then this
Great job.
awful
Great
thing.
job.
Yeah. And that's the end of the game. You beat it. Now, right here is spoiler territory. But the hint for the first secret is on the itch.io page. It says, here's a hint for one of the secrets or something. Someone else is thirsty. Now, you're probably thinking when you get to the end of the game, someone else, the only other NPCs are Delilah and the cashier. And the cashier, you clearly can't interact with the cashier, so it must be Delilah. But when you get back to the house, you can't get to Delilah because the game ends. But you can. So, if you have the drink and go back up, and interact with her. Why, thank you very much. I have a secret to tell you, but don't tell anyone else. I don't exactly know what it means, but on the name entry screen, there is a secret mode if you put a certain 6-letter name in all uppercase. Blah blah blah, something about siblings. Something else about YouTube names, I don't really know. I wasn't really paying attention to the forest. So I guess whatever game you're playing, try putting in the name of the dev's sibling. But I don't know why the forest told me that. And you lost a Coke, and you actually do lose a Coke Starlight. That's the first secret, and of course, see you back home. But then, that doesn't make sense for her to say. Because, like, it doesn't make any sense. Also, you can just cross the street. Oh, fuck. Guess I forgot to turn off the trigger. I think you can actually break the cars if you do that too many times. So yeah, just be wary of that. You can break the fucking cars. But if you go down here, I had to make it make sense in universe, because like, if I were told that in real life, I would be so fucking confused. I'm thinking about what Delilah said. The only game I'm gonna play, or I guess currently playing, is Half-Life 2, and that doesn't have a name entry screen. So I had to add a little bit of like, why the fuck would she say this, you know? Okay, my mouse is acting weird, but yeah, I was like, I have to make this at least make a little bit of sense, like, in universe, in the game. Because, like, again, if I was told that in real life, I would be, like, lost. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Name entry screen. I would think you were on drugs or something. Also, let me show you the breaking cars. You can actually break the pattern of the cars if you keep walking back and forth here. Yeah. So yeah, it's a complete glitch on my end. Luckily, it doesn't affect the cars down here. And the game continues normally. Like, you can still beat it. But you're supposed to take that hint and use it. So when you go here on the name entry screen, input the name of the dev's sibling, something about YouTube names. The dev's sibling, so not cousin, so it's not Coco Kawaii, the dev's sibling. He does talk about his sister, and the sister's YouTube name is Sinmix, and it said all caps. So if you put that name, because it is a 6-letter name, and you press OK, you have unlocked live reaction mode, and this is the funniest fucking thing I've ever entered into the game. So it just adds a little thing. The game is the exact same. There is no goddamn difference. Like, you can beat the entire game like this. It literally just adds that picture into the corner. It doesn't intrude on the game whatsoever. It's just there now. I thought it was so funny. Because I knew she was gonna play it. Like, I knew she was gonna play it. I just didn't know she didn't know how RPG Maker games usually work, so she never pressed X once. And of course, there was the possibility that she didn't put her name in full capitals. So, you know. But yeah, as you can see, you can play the entire game like this. Now, I thought about making like a secret thing happen if you beat the game like this, but I was like, no. I can't think of anything to put there. I've also thought about adding a post game of walking to McDonald's, but since that wasn't exactly a video game, that was just a video of me and my cousin walking to fucking McDonald's. Never ended up making that either. But I could always update the game and add that. But yeah, as you can see, beat the game. The picture goes above because I think the live reaction picture takes up like slot 2 or something. This takes up like slot fucking 4. But yeah. But that's about everything there is in the game. There's no other secrets. There's nothing else interesting. But yeah. Again, I have thought about adding a few more things. Like, I thought about making an Easter egg if you input my name. Like, my actual name. But I was like, what would I add except for what I did with my fucking coding project and say stop testing the game. Like, that's the only Easter egg I can think about inputting my name. But yeah. As you can see, I never went with that. The only secret name you can put in is the dev sibling. But yeah. Like, there isn't really anything else. Apparently, numpad 0 can also pull up the menu. Yeah, numpad 0 can also pull up the menu. That's neat. But yeah. Again, I don't have really much else about the game. I might make walking to McDonald's, but I don't know if I will. Because I mainly wanted to do this just so I could... Because I was like, you know, I could make this as a game if I really wanted to. And I've thought about it a handful of times, and I was like, no, I don't want to fucking make another Unity game. But ever since that day where RPG Maker XP was fucking free, I was like, you know what? I now have RPG Maker XP. I've had it. I could make this a real game now. But yeah. But yeah, this was more of just like a test of a game. So if I do end up making another RPG Maker game, I'll know a lot of new shit that I didn't know before. But yeah, which I probably won't. I probably won't make another game. I really do not enjoy making games. I find them tedious, especially with this one, with how many goddamn events I've had to make, how many times I've had to copy and paste shit. It isn't fun. It isn't fun. I don't like doing it. But yeah. I also thought about updating the game. When I saw my sister play it, I was thinking about updating it and literally just fucking adding text at the beginning saying press X to pull up menu or some shit. Like, just add another extra line of text. Press X to backspace. That's it. But, you know, it's not too important. And I think the thing about, hey, you know, someone else is thirsty, by the time you get there and give her the drink, she's like, oh, input a name into the name entry screen. You'll be like, how the fuck do I do that? And then you're going to be at the name entry screen. You're going to be like, okay, what button do I press? What button do I press? And you'll eventually press X, and you'll figure out that backspaces. But there's also the other issue with the cars are hard to dodge. Like, the cars are kind of a pain to dodge. So, like, because, like, the entire time I was testing the game, I never had any issues with the cars. Because I thought it was simple enough. That's even why I made the walkthrough, this stupid joke walkthrough video. Like, even in that, I told you that, like, they go longer in one direction than the other. Like, 2 steps, and up here, 3 steps. Same thing with this one, 2 steps up here, 3 steps down here. When they pretty much, when that one's going down, that's when you want to cross. It's simple. Because it can't actually hit you. It can't actually hit you mid-walk. It's only when, like, you're on that square. So I think I can show it again right here real fast. like, it can't hit you mid-walk. Like, I think you can see it here when you try to cross when it's going the wrong direction. Shit. Like, it's hard to even just get hit by the fucking things. You can get hit by just standing on the side of the road, by the way. But
Boom! He's
like,
dead. He's
like, it's hard to just get hit by the fucking things for me, because I've played so many games where I've had to do this type of shit. Jorkzilla is a good example of one. But yeah, like it's only when you're on that tile.
boom! He's dead.
So, like, even though, like, it's a close encounter, it really isn't a close encounter. You are just, like, it's timing. It's literally timing. It's rhythm. Just go. It's that simple. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this developer commentary, and maybe if you're stuck with the game, this helped you a little bit. I might make an update, pretty much just adding another piece of text saying press X, but, you know, I might not, because it's RPG Maker. Like, you're bound to eventually try every goddamn button to pull up the pause menu, and find out it's X to pull up pause, not P or enter or fucking even escape to pull up the pause menu, and in the pause menu, that's where save is. You know, average video game shit. Like, I just assume, like, you'll be like, there has to be a save menu, and it's like, oh, RPG Maker, fucking escape, you know, escape, or X. I think, if I'm not wrong, escape works as the backspace button here, too. Yeah, because escape is just another X, so, yeah. It's like, if it's a C button to interact, one of the buttons around it is to, like, go back, or, you know. I should have explained it, but I don't feel like I have to. I might update the itch.io page to add the controls, but, you know, it's not high priority.